We're live.
Are we live?
I think we're live. We're live a little early so we can get things set up. Double checking things here. We are live. I don't know that we have anybody joining us, and hopefully you can hear us. I'm going to turn this volume up real quick. We are live. You can hear us. We have anybody joining us.
What's the delay?
Yeah, there's usually a delay. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's 10 o'clock in the morning.
Is it 10 o'clock?
It's 10 o'clock. And we're here for Team Weenie Watchers. We've got Colonel Mustard. We have our investigator. We have our mason jar piggy bank at the ready. And we have our pinata. And we have a stick.
What's that called?
It's a dibbler.
A dibbler?
Dibbler. Don't get me kicked off. Behave yourself.
Dibbler.
It's a dibbler. It has a measuring stick on it, and then it also.
Oh, wait a minute. What does this mean?
This.
Morning glories.
Morning glories. Grass.
So it actually gives you depths where you don't even have to sit there and say, okay, it's 6 inches. You know, you can just look over here and go, bam.
I can just take this, shove it into the ground to the depth that's needed for whatever I want to plant, and then I throw it in there.
So, like if we rototill, if it gets the ground soft, then you can just take that and just shove it right in the ground.
Yep.
Put the seed in it.
And put a seed in.
Dang. Can we put, like, how big around is that?
It's probably 1/2 inch square.
Here, let me see something. We can plant dimes.
We could plant dimes.
And see if we can get quarters.
We might grow that. See what we can get. Okay, so good morning, whoever's joining us. I think it's Tiny Tim. And I think, see, you guys are really far away from us. So I have my iPad with me. Hello, Blue. Hello, our treasured home. Good morning. Good morning. We are coming to you today from outside on our deck. It is a beautiful morning this morning. Papa Jim made us some breakfast this morning, and we sat out here with our coffee and fresh cut up fruit and farm fresh eggs and some sauteed peppers and potatoes. And we had a beautiful breakfast so that we have lots of energy for whacking this pinata today. It's time to bust it open. So let's see, what time is it? We came on just a couple of minutes early so that it's just now 10 o'clock. Actually, it says 10:02 now. So today's the day. We're going to bust open our pinata, and we're going to count up the money in front of you so that we can see how much money we have to go on our trip. Bless you, Papa Jim. And then also we're going to talk about our mason jar piggy bank little giveaway that we'll be doing. So this is the episode where you want to put your guesses in, and you can start anytime. And what I'm going to do for this is I'm going to do this a little different than what we
Excuse me.
My goodness.
Sinuses are waking up.
They are. And
I
we
ate those
didn't
peppers.
Did the peppers do it?
I used my my hot sauce.
Oh.
My hot sauce.
His sinuses are just coming alive.
I might be right back.
I want everybody in this chat for this live today, you guess, how much money do you think we have in our mason jar piggy bank here? Whoever comes closest without going over is going to win a prize from us. And the prize is either going to be one of your very own piggy banks that has an LCD or LED display up here at the top. So as you put the money in, it counts it for you so you know how much is in here. So we'll either order one of these and have it sent to you in the United States, or a coffee mug from my merch store. We'll send out one of those to you if that's what you would like to have, or an Amazon gift card if you're overseas, or depending on where we go on our trip, we'll get you a tchotchke, a little souvenir from the location where we end up, and then we'll send it to you so you have your choice. So start making your guesses. Whoever's the closest without going over. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to check this live later. Once the comments are all made public, you have to be in the live and put your comment in the live, and you have to be a subscriber to our channel, and you're eligible. And so what I'll do is I'll go back later and I will go through all of the comments to check to see who comes the closest without going over and who our winner will be. And what I'll do then is I'm actually going to record a separate video with a top-down views, and I'm going to pour all of the money out and I'm going to count it so that you guys know how accurate this was. We do know, based on one of our earlier episodes, it's off by about $1 because we put $1 in and it didn't count. And so we know we're off by about $1. So we will be double checking it. We'll be counting it by hand. And what we're going to do with all this money is when we go on our trip, we're going to take it with us and we're going to use it for little stops at the truck stop if we want to get a snack or something to drink, little things like that.
We're going to take it as change?
I think what we're going to do is we're going to take it as change. I don't want to take it to the bank and try to turn it all in. So I think it'll just be nice, like if we go through a drive-through and we eat, let's say we go to Mickey D's and they've got their large drinks for $1 right now. It'd be really easy to just pull out $2.15 out of here instead of putting it on a card. So I think that's what we're going to do. I think we'll put it in a Ziploc bag and just take it with us. What's your question, Papa Jim?
So we have who's going to guess closest without going over on that. Are we doing anything for this?
No.
We're not going to do anything for that?
No. We're just going to bust that open today. We're going to bust that pinata open. Let me check the comments because you guys are so far away on our laptop. I can't read them. Oh, goodness. Everybody's saying, God bless you. God bless you. God bless you.
Man, I don't know what got up my nose, but something did.
Oh, Blue Self-Reliance says she has no clue because she's never understood what the names of your coins mean. Oh, no, Blue. You can still put in an educated guess. I understand. If you were to do it all in terms of your money over there, I would be absolutely, completely lost as well. And I have no way to even convert it over to you, except I think right now, I think a pound is about almost 1.5 of our dollars, I think. I don't know. But put in an educated guess in U.S. terms. That's their currency, a pound or...
I mean, is a pound...
Threepence and...
But I mean, is a pound equal in our terminology or we'll use over here? Is it like their dollar?
Yeah. So if you look up something on a website over there, it might say that it's 6 pounds.
Okay.
And so we know 6 pounds is probably the equivalent. I believe it's one way or the other. It's either
like
1.5 times or we're 1.5 times.
I get it.
It's either, if something over there is $6, it's either going to be $9 US or $4.5 US. I forget which way. It's very close to that.
Okay.
I think that's the way that works, Blue. Let me know if it's right.
And what is their, if you could chime in, Blue, on the what's the change currency over there?
Conversion rate?
No, the change. Is everything still in pounds, or do they have like, if you wanted to get a candy bar over there and it wasn't a pound, it was
there's like, what is it, Blue? There's threepence, there's
pence, is it?
There's pence, things like that. $30. Oh, that's your guess. I thought you were saying $30 was $6 in pounds. Good guess. Good guess. Keep your guesses. You can guess as many times as you want. If you think we've got $30 in here, Blue, that's going to be your guess.
There's 100 pennies in a pound.
Well, then...
Is that pennies or pence?
Because 100 pennies is $1 here.
Yeah.
So that would mean that $1 is a pound, and I don't think that conversion is correct.
I don't think so.
But maybe I'm wrong. I mean, Blue's the one who knows. She knows how much her money is worth over there. So, just to update you guys on the illness that shall go unnamed, we are feeling better. Papa Jim's feeling much better, other than his sinuses waking up this morning. Yes. I don't know if you can hear it. I do have a little bit still in my lungs. I think Papa Jim has a little bit in his lungs as well.
But definitely way better. Way better.
Way better. I'm still getting very tired very easily. And I think you have your moments too where it just feels like somebody unplugs you. And we've been having some difficulties with getting over that. Hey, Casey.
Hey, Casey.
Good morning. Good morning. So everybody put your guesses in. Oh, there's a wasp. Put your guesses in. How much do you think we have in our mason jar? We'll be coming back with a video later after all of the entries are in, and then we'll announce our winner in a separate video so I have a chance to count all this out so everybody knows that we are on the up and up. But let's get to the main reason that we're here. I'm so excited. I cannot tell you guys. I've been spending a lot of time on the internet checking out unique places to stay, unique things to do.
I have a confession.
You have a confession. What's your confession?
The pinata.
You have a confession? I wonder if his confession is the same as my confession. Let's see. What's your confession about the pinata, Papa Jim? You guys speak up because our microphones are
I know. Hey, so my confession is, okay, so I went back to work for 1 day, had 2 days off, went back to work for 4, and had 5 days off now for this holiday weekend. I didn't go to the bank, so I owe the pinata $200. Just saying.
We technically owe it $188,
Right.
but we rounded up to $200 because we knew that the ATM was only going to give us 20s.
Right, and when I got off at work, I didn't even. I don't know.
Now, on the other hand, I did go to the ATM when I went into town the other day for a prescription. I got an inhaler to help me with my breathing. And I went, they had the whole little downtown area closed off for like a little carnival. And so all of the roads were closed off, but they had one lane coned off and it said ATM. So I went into the lane to go to the ATM and it took me all the way around the bank. And when I got there, the ATM was closed down. They had a shield over it and everything and said lane closed. I don't know why they went through all the effort to direct somebody there only to not have it accessible.
They have it closed off.
So I wasn't able to get the money anyway either. So we do need to make sure we have an IOU for the pinata for $200. But that was not my confession. Oh, Papa Jim's got, no, we're going to save that later for a trip into town or something.
What? No, there's no, it's all ones because as anybody who knows me knows. See, what I do is when I go to the ATM, I pull like $20 or $40 out, then I use that. And then usually if I buy something for $5 or $6, then I get fives and I get ones back. So the ones aren't as what people think they're for.
Sure they're not. So do you guys want to hear my confession? Do you want to hear my confession? Let me check the comments before we see what our here's my confession. So some of you may know that for a while I had a little side hustle selling these pretty little nail wraps. And because of current events and little shows being shut down and everything, I haven't been able to go to my little vendor shows to sell my wares. So I've been going online and I haven't done it for a few weeks, but every once in a while I was going on saying, okay, I've got these 10 sets. They're available for a discounted price and people would buy them. And I actually sold quite a few of them, not a lot. But what Papa Jim doesn't know is when I sold those and I got the cash for them, I would open the safe and I would just put the money in the pinata. So we have money in the pinata that's not even in any of our videos. And I don't remember how much I put in.
Huh.
Have you snuck any extra money in there?
No, I was going to because I did a photo shoot in a Speedo. And I was going to...
Did you do a photo shoot with the chickens?
I did. But I put that in the change jar.
And then after that, we decided to stop putting pennies in.
That was it. See the pennies?
So
anyway.
We might have a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit more in the pinata.
You got a bee or something.
I have a bee bug in me?
You did.
Oh, he flew off. Okay. So let's bust this open. I think we're going to bust it open. We'll separate the money in front of you guys and show you what we've got. And just as I say that, just a little bit of a breeze is picking up. So we have to make sure that the money doesn't blow away.
So for my perspective on this is a really neat way. And not even being put on Country Mama's channel. but just a neat way to um, put savings away for a trip, or even if you want to do something like if you want to save for something, you know, I don't want to say a guilty pleasure around the house, but like if you know, just something that you wanted and stuff like that. Necessities are one thing, but you know, if there's something you wanted around the house or something,
This is fun.
it is. It's a fun way, and you just don't know what that spin's going to give you.
We have no idea what's in here.
Yeah.
And Papa Jim's right. You don't know what the spin on that, you know, the spinny wheel of doom was going to give us every week. And, you know, I got a general idea to do something like this from Snow Gardener 307. And she was doing, just for those of you who don't know, she was doing this budgeting thing. She loves to do budgeting. And I'm really intrigued by her videos. I love to watch her count money. I don't know what it is. How many of you love to just go to the bank and watch them count money when they count it back to you? There's something so intriguing about it. But she does all types of budget things. And she had received an order from an Etsy store that she was supporting. And they were 100 little purple envelopes in gradient colors of purple. And they were numbered 1 through 100. And you keep them in a little box. And twice a week, she pulls out an envelope. They're randomly mixed up, so she doesn't know what the numbers are that are on them. They're just numbered 1 through 100. And you pull out an envelope, and whatever number's on the envelope, you put that amount of money in the envelope, and then you put it away. And when you're done, after 50 weeks, if you pull 2 a week, when you're done, the numbers 1 through 100 add up to $5,500. So when you're done doing that, you'll have $5,500. And I thought, that's what I need to do. I need to do that. And I really started watching a lot of these videos. And after about the third video where I was so intrigued, it dawned on me. It's the same. It's like the story never changes. The story never ends differently. It's always $5,500. So where's the suspense in that? Where's the joie de vivre in that? Where's the excitement? It's the same thing. You know what you're going to get. So for this, I took the numbers 1 through 100. We divided it up onto some spinny wheels. 1 through 50 on one spinning wheel, 51 through 100 on another spinning wheel.
Threw a couple doubles in there.
Threw some doubles in there. Papa Jim threw a double in one time, just out of the graciousness of his heart. And then I didn't take the numbers off. And that's the other thing. Once you do the envelope, let's say you pull envelope number 52, you're never going to get 52 again. Here we left the numbers on, so who knows? I mean, you could get 99 3, 4, 5 times instead of just once.
All by chance.
All by chance. So we have no idea how much money we have in the pinata. I'm very excited. And I think we need to decide, are we going to count the money up first, or are we going to count up where our destination is going to be? Because every week we also spun for 5 destinations. And I was going to pull up, sorry. I almost died on my own spit. I was going to have little pictures to pull up to show you the 5 destinations, but we wanted to have all this room to count the money. So the laptop's on the other side of this table. So, but we have in alphabetical order, so nobody thinks that there's any bias. We have Branson, Missouri. We have Chicago by Amtrak train. We have Mackinac Island, Michigan. Mount Rushmore, South Dakota, and Nashville, Tennessee. So those are our 5 locations. So every week when we would come together, spin our wheel to put money in the pinata, we also spun to see what the destination would be, and it's all in here. Give that a good shake, Papa Jim. Let's hear it. You guys hear how much is in there? I'm so excited. This is so much fun. Let's check our comments real quick. You like the wheel? Oh, hello, Inca. Welcome. Welcome. Oh, somebody wishes we had $100,000 in there. Ooh, wouldn't that be nice to have $100,000 in there? We don't have 100,000, but I guarantee we have over 1,000. We have $1,000 in there minimum. I know that. I know that.
I don't know. We're about to find out here.
All right. Okay. Let's see what we got. I brought
So now has everybody been, are they putting their guesses in?
I don't see very many guesses.
I don't see guesses in the
we
change
need to
jar.
have guesses for how much is in the change jar. It's not 100,000. We need, or yeah, it's not that. We need guesses on
We
the
need
change
guesses
jar.
because this is
I don't
it.
know where
I mean,
the major is. The major's been watching faithfully this entire time. I know he's got guesses to put in there. So, but I brought out one of my little notepads here, and that way I can keep track of our destinations as we read them out. We'll do a little tick count on our destinations as we unfold them and read them. And here's the breeze again. I'm afraid our money's going to blow away. So once we bust this open, we'll put the money underneath the dibbler stick so it won't blow away either.
Are we going to bust it open, or am I just going to rip it open?
I think we ceremoniously need to at least both of us whack it once. I think everybody deserves a good whack. For our live today, we need to whack the pinata. And then just for the sake of not having money fly everywhere, because the breeze has picked up on this beautiful day. Can you hear the birds? The birds are singing. Every once in a while a chicken lets loose with an egg song because they'll lay an egg. The squirrels are playing in the trees. It's a beautiful day here in Iowa today. So I have my notebook so we can keep track. I'm going to put this right back in front here so you guys can remember to make some guesses. Make some guesses. Now, wherever we decide to go, whatever the wheel of fate has determined for us, we will be taking Colonel Mustard for Team Weenie Watchers along with us. And if you belong to Team Weenie Watchers, if you want to get an adventure pass, where we end up going, we will send you a postcard from our location. And when we do our video, our travel vlog video, we'll give you a shout out and put you as a supporter of Team Weenie Watchers. And it's only $5 US. So for $5, you get to go along with us. We get to have Colonel Mustard here give you a shout out in our video, and we will send you a postcard from our location, which is really cool. And there are other channels that charge $35 for one postcard. $5, that puts a little gas in our tank, buys the postcard, pays for the postage, and then we give you a shout out. So lots and lots of fun. So Ormsby Farm says $178.56. Great guess. We will make note of that. Our treasured home says $259.60 in the change jar. You guys are putting some great guesses out there. That is wonderful. I cannot wait to count it all up and tell you guys how much is in there. But in the meantime, let's whack a pinata.
Hang on.
Do I need to stand? Do I need to stand and really, really whack it?
Well, I don't want...
I'm going to whack it from the top.
Are you?
Well, yeah, because if I whack it from the side, it's going to go flying. You guys ready? Let me move my chair. If you listen, there's a chicken laying an egg. She's excited about this too. All right. I'm going to whack it. Can you guys see it in the camera? There it is right there. 1, 2.
Stop.
Stop.
No, there it goes.
All right, you take it. Whack it. Whack it, Papa Jim. Whack it like you mean it.
You ready?
Whack the top off my muffin. Ooh, like a samurai sword. Did you see that? Don't whack it again. My head's in the way. Okay. Oh my gosh. Can you guys see that he busted the guts? Look. You guys ready? Oh!
They're still up in there.
We still have money all up in the lid of my muffin. My muffin's hanging on to the money like its life depends on it. You know what it is? They use tape inside here to put the pinata together, and some of our stuff is stuck to the tape. Even one of our destinations is stuck. Boy, we want to make sure we don't miss any of those destinations. Oh my gosh, guys, look at this pile of money. Oh, how fun. Let me make sure that there's nothing left in the muffin. I'm going to wear it like a hat. Oh my gosh, how fun is this? I didn't know Papa Jim already had one on the top of his head. I didn't know he had the stump on his head.
They had it in the muffin.
He's got the muffin stump on his head. Okay, it's getting breezy. Let's get the dibbler out. And let's just like start grabbing money, Papa Jim. start grabbing the money and stack it, and we'll put it under the dibbler so it doesn't blow away. We have 1s, 5s, 10s, 20s, all over the place. And we have to make sure that nothing falls off the table. I'm glad we did this where there's a big table. Oh gosh, the breeze is picking up. It's going to be a race to make.
It's funny that it had a really light breeze until this thing got popped open.
And now there's like a really good breeze. And so we have to make sure the money doesn't fly off anywhere. Or any of our destinations that we've got written out on little pieces of paper that we're going to count up. I think we're going to save the destination for the very end. I think we'll put them all together, and then we'll count them up once we know how much we've got to work with here. So all of these little pieces of paper here, I'm so excited. This is more fun than I thought it was going to be. You guys, I was at Walmart when I went to go pick up my prescription the other day, and I almost bought our next pinata. I almost grabbed it. I thought, no, I'll wait. Because, you know, guys, we've had a lot of fun this entire time making, you know, little innuendos and jokes about Papa Jim stuff in my muffin because it's a cupcake. It's like a big muffin. And so we make all these little innuendo jokes about Papa Jim stuff in my muffin every week. And I almost got our next pinata, and it's a taco. So when we do our next one, we're going to show up and Papa Jim's going to stuff my taco. Because I just think it sounds like it'd be fun. And you know me, I mean, my mind lives in the gutter. If it weren't for the gutter, my mind would be homeless. Look at all of these little votes for places to go. Now, we should have 26 votes total because we did this for 26 weeks. And we did whatever the little spinny wheel said. And I do think we will have a disclaimer about one of our locations once we count these up. There will be a disclaimer. Oh my gosh, this is fun. I have no idea how much money we have in here. I'm going to set these right here. They're still within camera, so nobody knows I'm cheating. I just don't want them to blow away. Oh my gosh, look at all this money. How fun is this? Gosh darn it, I got some. Oh, I thought I had a bug on me. It's my muffins tickling me. Who hasn't had a good muffin tickle every once in a while?
No comment.
No comment. You know you're live if your muffin tickles. Nothing says loving like a good muffin tickle. There we go. And the thing is every week when we got together and did this, we just folded the money up and shoved it in the muffin. So these are all folded. Nothing is sorted or separated. We're doing that right now, at least getting it situated. And then we'll sort it. And then we'll count it. And we'll let you guys know how much money we have. Now, I was sharing with you earlier that I've been going online and finding really fun and unique places to stay. I don't know if I should tell you some of them or just make it a surprise. I think I'm going to make it a surprise. But they're unique. I have found some really unique locations, regardless of where we go. Some of them have some historical references. Some of them are just unique and fun. And, you know, anybody can stay at a Days Inn or a Red Roof Inn or a Holiday Inn, or, you know, anybody can stay at just any old run-of-the-mill chain location. We're not doing that on this trip. Of course, it all depends on how much is revealed from the pinata. How much are we going to get out of the pinata? That will determine. Oh, I got 2 more locations here to add to our list. Oh my gosh, it seems like there's more than 26, doesn't there? Look at all these locations. Oh my gosh.
I don't know.
This is fun.
I don't even know if we broke 1,000.
I know we broke 1,000. Oh, look, here's a $1 bill that somebody wrote $1 million on it. Look at that. We're going to count that one as $1 million. You think we can get away with it, or will we get in trouble for passing off fake money? Oh, you know what? If we got arrested somewhere for passing that off as $1 million bill, we would have. Go away. Nah,
What?
there's a wasp bothering me. We would have a place to stay, and we would have meals. We would have 3 hots and a cot. Jim would get a new wife.
I get all the loving I ever wanted.
All the loving he ever wanted. If we ended up doing something like that, because we'd end up in jail. All right, there's the last bill. Okay, so now let's separate. Let's start with 5s. Here's a 10. We're just going to separate it now. 20, 10, 10, 10, 10, 5, 5, 5. Here's all of our singles. We have to hope a good gust of wind doesn't come by. Now, I'll tell you guys, we did do another savings plan one year. We had so much fun with it. And what that one was is not going to be as lucrative as this one. This one, I think, is giving us a good amount of change to work with. But what we did a few years ago, it's been probably 10 years now, at least 10, 11 years ago, is every time Papa Jim would get paid, we would allow ourselves a certain amount of allowance to carry with us in our wallet or purse to get us through the week. And that meant if I wanted to stop somewhere and get a coffee, I had to use the money that was in my allowance. And we always got 20s out of the bank. So for instance, Papa Jim would pull out, like $100 for me and $100 for him in 20s. And whatever we got back in $5 bills, we were not allowed to spend, period. We were not allowed to spend it. That went into a savings box. So we saved all of our 5s for several months during this time. And, you'd be surprised how many 5s you get throughout the course of a day. And you couldn't change things up in any way. I'm gonna grab a couple of these, babe. Okay. And so that we can maybe put the dibbler across, and so these don't start blowing away. I remember one time I stopped off at a gas station. I was really thirsty, and I didn't go through a drive-through. I went through a gas station, and I bought a water, and the water was a couple bucks. So I was going to get like $18 back in change. And I thought I'll get at least 1 5, right? No. I couldn't tell the girl not to give me specific change. You can't change things up. You have to make it go the way it goes, the way it works. And the girl gave me back my change, 3 5s and 3 1s. I had to put the 3 5s in our collection box, and I had to go the rest of the week with only $3 for my allowance. But we played by the rules, and that's what we did. And I'll tell you, at the end of a very short amount of time, I only think we did it for a few months. We saved our money that way. And the time came, we were like, the shoebox was full, and we were like, let's pull the money out and see what we're going to do with all of our money. And I think we had over $600 in that shoebox. I was amazed how quickly we accrued $600. My money's starting to blow away here.
You want to put these down?
Here's our 1s. So what we did is we took all of that money, and we went to a day spa that we had been wanting to go to for years. And it was a really neat day spa that had natural hot springs. It had hot mineral springs, mud baths. It was really neat. So we paid for our day pass to go in, and we sat in all of these beautiful mineral hot springs. We went down to this mud pit, and we painted each other with mud, and then baked in the sun, covered in mud. We had a beautiful lunch. They had the most beautiful lotion, and it ended up being one of Papa Jim's favorites. And it was
eucalyptus.
Lavender eucalyptus. It was a lavender eucalyptus lotion. It was so much fun. We went into these caves that they had, And they were like these steam caves. If you ever watched the show back in the 70s, Land of the Lost, it was almost like Land of the Lost. I was waiting for sleaze stacks to come walking out. But you go down there and you paint each other with this lavender eucalyptus lotion. And then you go down into these caves and you just sweat. And you sweat out all of the impurities and everything. Oh my gosh, we had so much fun. But it was really nice because, you know, on a normal day-to-day where we pay our bills and take care of all of our obligations, we didn't have money to do things like that. We wouldn't just say, let's take $600 and go to the day spa today. I mean, only rich people did that. But we saved our fives those several months and we did that. And we had enough money to really go and have a really nice, enjoyable day. And I really remember that day. That was a lot of fun. And it's just something we normally wouldn't do. So this is something we normally wouldn't do. Just packing up and going to Mount Rushmore or Nashville, Tennessee, or jumping on an Amtrak train and going to Chicago, something we normally wouldn't do. What are the comments saying? Because I can't read them.
I'm trying to bring them up.
Oh, let me check on the iPad. Let's see where you guys are on the comments. Now that we've got all of our money sorted out, now we're going to count it next. Hello, Lynette and Lynn. You're a great auntie today. Congratulations. Do your thing. I love booking and helping others budget travel, but you don't have a certificate. I probably should have. We could team up and get proud. Oh, she's talking to Casey about something. Ormsby Farm at Finding Happiness in All You Do. Funny thing is, I'm working on my travel agent certification this week. Are you really?
Who
how
is?
fun. I think Casey says
Is
that.
he?
Our Treasured Home says they want to travel and meet other people from other channels. They are having a Carnival cruise leaving December to Cozumel, Cayman, and Jamaica cruises. It's freaking amazing. We have been on a Carnival cruise. Oh my God, the story behind the Carnival cruise is funny. But we've also been to Jamaica. We love Jamaica. If our passports were in order right now, we could possibly do something like that. Papa Jim's getting all the money lined up. We're going to start with our ones, not the 20s. Okay, Lynn is guessing $304 in the change jar. That's great. Let me go back and see where all we are at. Finding Happiness says $150 in the change jar. Okay, Ormsey says $178.56. I think that's where I left off at. Somebody says whack it. Whack the top off of my muffin. I can't with you, says Inka. She says we also look great. Thank you. We've been so sick. I'm still a little sick, but it does feel good to feel better. This is so much fun, and I love it. Thank you. Thank you. This is a great idea to do for birthdays and for Christmas, isn't it? Wouldn't this be great for a kid or something to just get a pinata and just every so often throw some money in it and then give them the pinata for Christmas and say, have at it? How fun would that be? $304 in the change jar. Oh, your internet's acting right. Good. Come up with a challenge to save for a cruise ship meetup. Ooh.
Oh, that would be neat.
That would be fun. That would be fun. I want to go to Jamaica again. I love it so much. It's like home. It's like home. It really is. Once you go to Jamaica, you do not want to leave. I'm telling you.
Especially when you go to a...
Behave yourself.
What? An inclusive resort where you're,
oh, yeah.
You're treated, you don't want for anything.
Yeah. They had, it was all inclusive, all you could eat, all you could drink, all you could want. And they
tips, nothing.
It was great. And they had this one bar right in the center of the resort we were at. And they just had pictures of drinks in this big round circle up in the roof line of this like cabana. And so we would just walk up and we just started on one side.
And just start pointing at the pictures.
Every time we go up, we'd point for a different drink. I think we drank them all. No drama. Absolutely. This is so great. Yes, a granddaughter would love something like this. Our Treasured Home knows people in Jamaica. I know you do. You've talked about that before. Okay, so I'm caught up. Let's start with our ones. We have a big old pile of ones here. Do you want to do some of the counting, Papa Jim?
Nah, you do it.
All right, I'm going to hand you half of this, though, so you can hold it so it doesn't blow away. And just like at the bank, we're going to count out. These are going to be in $25 stacks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we're still looking for George's. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. He's going to get them in order for me. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. There's one stack of 25. I'm going to recount that once I get these organized. Did you guys see the episode where we were putting some money in the Pinata? I'm going to organize these before I count them. We had one bill. Here it is right here. www.whereisgeorge.com. We only found one, I think. We're going to check the rest of our bills as we go through this. We only found one. We have registered this bill online. We're going to take it with us to our destination, and we're going to leave it in our destination.
Yeah,
and
not
then
on
we
the way.
will,
We're going to go wait to the destination.
wherever we end up, this is going with us, and we will register it online so that we can show that this bill made it to wherever it is we're going. I think that's so much fun. I was really hoping that as we were doing this challenge, we would come up with more that were stamped whereisgeorge.com. Now, just because it has a stamp on it, that's great, but I don't see why we can't maybe take some of these ones and write on them whereisgeorge.com, and maybe we can register some more, and maybe we will leave them along the way. What do you guys think? You think we should do that? You think we can do that, Papa Jim? We can maybe write on some of our $1 bills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 25. 1, 2, 3. Here's our third stack. Ooh, the wind is picking up. Don't blow away $1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 22, 23, 24. We were just $1 short of getting an even $100. So I'm going to recount them in case I messed up now that they're all straight and organized. I'm going to count them in front of you guys, just like they do at the bank, and hope that they don't blow away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. There's our first stack of 25 with our George in it that we're going to take with us. And I'm going to have our investigator stay on top of that so it doesn't blow away. Let's count our next stack here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. There's our second stack of ones. Our little investigator is doing a great job holding those. Here's our third set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. I'm hoping I'll find an extra $1 bill so it'll be an even 100 in ones, but so far we're done pretty good with our accuracy. Here's our last stack of singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So $99.
Should I throw $1 in there to round it off?
If you want to. You got $1 in your wallet? Woohoo! We can take it out of our $200 that we owe. There we go. We're going to add $1 just to round things off. So we have $100 in singles. I'm going to write it down in our notepad. For $1 bills, we got 100. I know it seems like it's cheating, but we do owe the kitty. We do owe my muffin $200. So now we owe it $199. I want to go to a really fancy dinner and just pay with all singles. Wouldn't that piss somebody off? All right, that's going in the notebook there. Oh, I dropped my pen. Okay, fives. Papa Jim has segregated all the fives into the correct direction.
Well, I didn't segregate them, I ordered them.
He organized them into the correct direction. So keep guessing on the change jar, guys. All the guesses you want. Whoever's closest without going over. So here we go. You guys ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Investigator's going to keep that stack from blowing away. I want to make sure you guys can see what I'm doing though. Here, move this out of the way and put investigator on top of it right there. 5, 10, it's blowing, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 200. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. So $265 in fives. I dropped my pen. Let me grab it so I can write it down before I forget. All right, so $265 in fives. So that gives us a running balance at the moment of $365, which I don't know. We tried. I need to, once we figure out where we're going, we'll have to figure out how much money is in gas and things like that to know that we at least have our fuel and our lodging taken care of. We're trying to debate which car to take, because I'm thinking maybe we should take our, I keep wanting to call it a Jimmy. It's a Trailblazer. So we could set up the back to sleep if we need to. Put some sleeping bags, some pillows, maybe make some little homey little curtains so people don't look in on us when we're sleeping at a truck stop. Who knows? Depends on how much we get. So there's the 5. I dropped my pen again.
Lord.
You can't take me anywhere. Woo! Let's move on to the 10s. All right, we'll be doing this in bundles of 100 again. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So there's our first 100. Investigator's going to protect it. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So that's 200. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300.
Almost blew away.
Ooh, gotta keep the money from blowing away. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. That makes 400 in that stash now. 10, wind's picking up. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And there's 20. So we have in tens, that's getting windy, 100, 200, 300, 400, $520 in tens. Did I do that right? 520? I lost track while I was trying to keep it from blowing away. So there's 520. I have to get my pen again because I dropped it, and then I'm going to check your comments. All right. So in tens, $520 in tens. $520 in tens gives us a running total of $885 for our trip. Woo-hoo-hoo. And we haven't even gotten to the big money yet.
Yeah, that's big.
We got quite a stack of 20s over there. Anyway. Let's see where I was at. Where did I leave off? I want to make sure I don't miss anybody. You guys are still talking about travel agency stuff, which I think is just great. Yes, I am a lefty. I am, absolutely. Another guess of $234.75. I have done that, slept in my car at a truck stop. You know, I thought it would be kind of neat if we're driving along and who knows, maybe there's going to be road construction or something happens where we're just not traveling the way we want to travel. I figure if we just have the back set up with something comfortable to lay down on, and we'll have an ice chest with us for some bottled waters and our snicky snacks. If we just want to pull over at a truck stop.
We've slept in a Mustang.
We did. We took our Mustang on a trip to Dallas, Texas from California one time, and we would just pull over and sleep in the Mustang, which was fine.
But it was not very.
But it wasn't comfortable because our legs were hanging down all the time. I want something where we could put our legs out a little bit. Too darn uncomfortable. I think if we do it in the Trailblazer, we could set up like a little bed back there. It shouldn't be too uncomfortable. But yes, you know, laying down or sitting up and trying to get some sleep. No. It is adding up, isn't it, Lynn? You do have over $1,000. I know we're going to have over $1,000 to vacation with. Wasn't too bad in a van. Yes, a van would be great.
Yeah.
Don't drive straight through anymore. Yep.
No, we don't do that anymore.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm caught up. God, I love this little pinata hat. Dang, that looks cute. It's almost like an Easter bonnet, isn't it? Maybe $1,500 total I might reach. Casey says we might reach $1,500. Are you counting out hundreds? Is this 5, 10?
5. Count 5 of them.
We'll never make it anywhere if I count the 20s as 5s. Are we counting out $100 then?
Yeah.
Okay, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1.
How much is that?
20, 40, 60, 80, 2. Investigator's going to have his job really cut out for him today. 20, 40, 60, 80, 300. 20, 40, 60, 80, 400. And it keeps on coming. 20, 40, 60, 80. Am I at 500?
I don't know.
And that's 500. 3, 4. There's 500. There's a stack of 500 that's going to go under the dibbler. There's 500 in that stack right there. Because I lose track too easy. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1. 20, 40, 60, 80, 2. 20, 40, 60, 80, 3. 20, 40, 60, 80, 4. 20, 40, 60, 85. So there's another 500. So there's another 500. Going to go under the dibbler to stay safe. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. 20, 40, 60, 80, 300. 20, 40, 60, 80, 400. 20, 40, 60, 80, 500. So there's another 500 to go under the dibbler. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 under the dibbler. All right, investigator. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. 20, 40, 60, 80, 300. And 20. But we owe $199. We're going to round that up to the 200 anyways. So we're going to keep this 20 out.
So was that
100, 200, 300. We're going to count this as 500 because we owe 500, or we owe 200. So we're going to count this as 500 because we owe the 200. So 500, 1,000, 1,500,
2,000?
2,000 and $20. $2,020 in 20s. So in 20s, $2,020 for a grand total of, you guys ready? Drum roll. $2,905 for our trip. We would never just say, let's take $3,000 to go on a trip. Something's biting me. That hasn't, we just don't do that. We haven't done that in forever, except for when we went on our honeymoon. On our second honeymoon to Jamaica, we had the money to do what we needed to do. But we had to take a loan out to do it. This was savings. Sorry, guys. This was getting together every week with you guys and stuffing that muffin.
Make sure there's nothing else in there.
There's nothing.
Make sure that there's tape. Here, let me get my hand up in your muffin.
Get your hand out of my muffin.
All right, so now, destinations.
Let's look at our comments real quick. Ooh, Jim keeps passing them stacks. Ooh, somebody guessed 2,600. We ended up with more than 2,600.
That's crazy.
Yay! Oh, so close to 3,000. Hello, Vineyard Chicks. Hello. Do not count. Oh, we're not counting the change yet, but the change will be used for incidentals on our trip. So if we want to stop at gas stations, if we want to stop off at Mickey D's and get a drink, that's what we're using the change for. Put your guesses in right now, guys. We need lots and lots of guesses. Girls over at Vineyard Chicks, put your guesses in. Whoever guesses the closest to how much money we have in our mason jar piggy bank, closest without going over, will win a prize from us. It's either going to be your very own counting bank because it has a little LED display at the top to tell you how much money you've put in, or one of our coffee mugs from our merch store, or wherever we end up on our destination investigation vacation, we'll send you something from that place. So if it's Nashville, we'll send you something from Nashville. If it's Mount Rushmore, we'll send you something from Mount Rushmore. If it's Mackinac Island, it'll be from Mackinac Island. It won't be fudge because if we buy fudge, I'm eating it all kinds of fun stuff. So make sure you guess. Today's the only day left to guess, and you have to guess in this live. You have to be a subscriber to our channel, and whoever comes closest without going over will be announced in a separate video because we're going to take this out and count it in front of you, and that's just too much to do for you today. But keep that in mind. So somebody's saying $300 and change, $195.66 in the jar. Okay, let's go to our destinations now. We have all of these little pieces of paper that we have put into my muffin throughout the weeks. How many do we have? 26? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So we have the proper number of destination, location, dealy bobbies here. So we're going to lay them out and we'll do should we do a running tab? I'm going to put this over in front of Papa Jim.
I'll count them.
Or you'll count them and I'll write them out. Yeah. So let me write down real quick. I'm going to do tick lines. We're going to do an alphabetical order. So we have Branson, Missouri. We have Chicago by Amtrak train. We have Mackinac Island. We have Mount Rushmore. And we have Nashville, Tennessee. I've written them all down. As Papa Jim reads them, I'll give them their tick marks, and then we'll let you guys know who the winner is. You guys ready? Drum roll. Here we go. We ready? Number 1, and then put them under the dibbler so we don't get them mixed up so people know we're not cheating. Mackinac Island gets our first vote. And he hasn't turned over, so we don't know what's coming next. You got to show them. Chicago by train gets a tick mark.
Some of these are folded in half. So.
Yeah, some of them are folded on stickies.
Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville, Tennessee gets a tick mark.
Chicago by train.
Chicago by train gets a tick mark.
I don't know if you can see that.
Chicago.
Nashville.
Nashville, Tennessee gets a tick mark.
Mount Rushmore.
Woo, the first one for Mount Rushmore gets a tick mark.
Branson, Missouri.
The first one for Branson. That's the first one for Branson.
Uh-oh. Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville, Tennessee.
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore.
Uh-oh. Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville, Tennessee.
Chicago by train.
Chicago by train. That got more than I thought it would.
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore.
Chicago by train.
Woo, Chicago by train.
Chicago by train.
Chicago by train.
Chicago by train.
Oh my gosh, I didn't realize it got so many.
No, stop! Mackinac Island.
Mackinac Island.
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore.
Woo, Mount Rushmore.
Mackinac Island.
Mackinac.
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore.
Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville.
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 Chicago by train.
Chicago.
Oh, shoot. Nashville.
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 Nashville. Last one?
Branson.
Branson. Okay, coming in last place. He's peeking over here. Coming in last place, Branson, Missouri. We're scratching it off. Sorry, Branson. We're not visiting you this year. coming in second place, which I'm a little disappointed in. Or I'm sorry, fourth place. I'm a little disappointed because I wanted to get some really good fudge and ride a pirate ship. But we're going to have to save it for another time. So bye-bye Mackinac Island. Off you go.
Did
Now,
Chicago got more than Shore?
Here's the deal. I told you guys we had a caveat in this. Here's the deal. And I think this is an executive decision we're making based on three things. I think, and don't get upset with us for changing the rules of the game, but I am going to make a change. We've been discussing it, and then we need to decide what we're going to do from there. I don't know. Here's the executive decision based on three criteria. The first criteria is Amtrak is still requiring everyone to wear masks on the train, unless you're in a private roomette. And yes, we saved up almost $3,000, but we don't have enough money to justify a roomette. So we would be, several hours on a train with masks on. And with my asthma, and especially just getting over this sickness and the lung issues, I'm not thinking that's going to be a very enjoyable trip for us right now. It's something I definitely want to make sure we do. We might even do it as a day trip later. But for now, I just can't see sitting that many hours with a mask over my face when I have breathing issues. The second thing being is they just had a derailment. On the train we would have been on. So they had a derailment with 4 fatalities. That kind of put a little hitch in our giddy up when we were thinking about going to Chicago by train. The third thing is, and I think this is probably the most important at the moment, is until they get a handle on what's going on in that city, till they get a mayor that can handle things, support our police department, and really come down on crime. I think right now it would just be a terrible crapshoot. They're having problems even downtown with shootings and violence. We're seeing more and more of it. We're hearing more and more of it.
Yeah, especially with more of the funding's being taken away and stuff.
Yeah,
and
there's a lot going on right now with the atmosphere in that city. I really do want to go.
Which is an absolute shame.
It is, because I was looking forward.
We can't, because that's something that I really wanted to go see also, because that's what made our list, is the history and the beauty of Chicago and the waterline and architecture and the history, all that stuff.
We've never seen any of the Great Lakes. We were really looking forward to either Mackinac Island or Chicago, so we could see the Great Lakes. So. It didn't win anyway, right. So let's just put that out there. It didn't come in first place. But we're going to scratch it from the running, simply because I know our children are really worried about us going there right now. Even though we would probably stay right downtown by Union Station, find a hotel there, we certainly would have enough money to stay the several nights in a hotel at what they cost there. But we're seeing more and more violence in the downtown area, and we just don't even know if we could make it to the hotel safely, let alone get an Uber and go to some of the things we want to do. We're going to scratch Chicago. I hope you guys understand that.
It wasn't going to win anyway, but it was.
Here's the deal, though.
It was more surprising than I thought it was, though.
Here's the deal, though. What do we do with those 7 votes that Chicago got? Do we just scratch them, or do we respin and divvy it up between the top 2?
I don't know. I mean, the top 2 is...
The top 2 are 2 apart.
Right.
Do we just go with what we've got?
I think so.
You're gonna stick with it?
Well, I mean, it's just not, I mean, Chicago didn't come, it came in 3rd anyway.
It came in 2nd. It came in 2nd place, but we're scratching Chicago. Yeah. Let's look at the comments and see what everybody says about our decision to scratch Chicago.
Hang on a second. I have to make a phone call.
He's making a phone call. Let's see. Elizabeth Parker says Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, is she watching?
She's watching.
Hello.
Hi, what's going on? I totally forgot to watch it because the grandbabies are coming over.
Well, hey, you're live right now.
Hi, everybody. Everybody vote for Nashville.
Yeah, there's a lot of tension in Chicago, so we're axing Chicago. I know our very good friend who's on the phone with us right now.
Hey, Deb.
Really happy.
Yes, honey.
Okay, so you haven't watched it. I don't know how long Elizabeth's been watching it, but we have a total of $2,905.
That's what Elizabeth said. That is amazing.
Isn't that amazing? So
Yeah,
this is the deal. Mount Rushmore technically came in third place.
Okay.
Chicago by train and Nashville are one apart from each other.
Well, then, hello.
But we've
Okay,
so
Chicago by train goes, so you obviously are coming to Nashville because Mount Rushmore was third.
right. But if we scratch out Chicago, then we have to do something with those 7 votes, and we're thinking about redrawing again.
Think about respinning and seeing between Mount Rushmore and Nashville.
But why is it necessary? It's not.
Well, we got to do something with those votes. It's only fair.
Excuse me? We've been friends for close to 50 years, my love. The fair part is because
Okay. So this is the deal. I'm making an executive decision.
Ooh, an executive decision from Papa Jim.
All right.
Put your muffin stump on when you make an executive decision.
Here, I gotta
He's got to be the mayor of Muffinville.
I got to put my muffin stump on. All right, so this is the deal. So Chicago is out. Mount Rushmore was technically in third place, so Nashville is actually the winner. So we will be going to Nashville, Tennessee, and we will probably be going by one of our vehicles because there is going to be a couple of stops that we're going to want to do on the way.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of research into this, guys. Nashville, Tennessee is the winner. Our friend down in Nashville is going to be very happy. She's very happy about that. What she is, and what we've decided to do is we don't want to drive it in one drive. We're not going to fly. There's a lot of issues going on right now with pilots and flights being canceled, and we don't want to be a burden to our friend down there for a vehicle. So we're going to drive down. So we'll have our own vehicle, and we won't have to be a burden on anybody. And we're going to stop on the way in St. Louis, Missouri. And I know a lot of people are saying, oh my gosh, that's as bad as going to Chicago. But we're going to stop off in St. Louis. This is the plan. And spend a night in St. Louis. And we're actually going to do something that neither of us have ever done. We're going to go up into the St. Louis Arch. We're going to take the ride in that little capsule up to the top of St. Louis Arch so that we could say that we did it. Even though I have a fear of heights.
And claustrophobic.
And claustrophobia.
And the fear of unknown.
But we're going to do it. A cardinal just flew by. My mother just flew by to say hello. So there are a lot of neat things to see and do in St. Louis. Will we, truck. Sorry, that was noisy. Will we catch a Cardinals game? Will we go to Anheuser-Busch to see the Clydesdales, and maybe Jim will get a flight of beer? Who knows what we're going to do? But our plan is to drive to St. Louis, stay the night, maybe 2, and then drive the rest of the way in to Nashville, Tennessee. I've already been looking on Airbnb for some really fun places to stay so that we don't put our friends out too much. Might stay a couple of days with them at their new home, but I've got a lot of neat things planned. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get with my friend, find out when is the best time to travel down to Nashville, Tennessee. We'll put in some requests for time off of work, and I'll start putting our plans together with our $2,905 for our vacation to Nashville. So in the chat, anybody who's watching this today, if you've been to Nashville, if you've been in the area of Nashville or any way through St. Louis to Nashville, whatever. If you can think of a really neat, unique thing to see on the way, unique. We're not looking for regular tourist traps.
We're looking for the big ball of twine and the largest frying pans.
Yeah.
And the what just the off the wall stuff. Nothing of a gory type. I don't want to see crash wrecks and stuff, but just the neat stuff that you would normally wouldn't see on a commercial type.
I know, so turn it up so I can hear it on there, and then I don't have to watch it on my phone.
So that's it, guys.
Right.
I'm gonna check the.
Debbie, I had to message you because I knew that Nashville was probably going to.
And Lynn at Ann Lynn Show. Lynn is an official member of Team Weenie Watchers, so we will be sending her a postcard from Nashville, Tennessee. We will be mentioning her in our travel vlog when we put our video together for our travel vlog, because she's a member of Team Weenie Watchers. If you want to be a member of Team Weenie Watchers, get in touch with me. Let me know. It's just $5. You get a postcard from our destination, and we will do a travel vlog video and give you a shout out and put you in the list of Team Weenie Watchers. Jim, that's feedback.
Oh, sorry.
Jim from Jim's Kitchen will be he'll be getting a postcard from Tennessee because he is an official member of Team Weenie Watchers. We still have to get our postcards out from our trip to Pella for the Tulip Festival. Papa Jim and I also have our murder mystery coming up with Colonel Mustard and Investigator. That's coming up here at the end of July. So if you would like to get a passport to that, just let us know. Get an adventure pass for that for $5. And also, we're going to be planning a trip up to Clear Lake, Iowa to the Surf Ballroom, have lunch at the Mason City Airport, and go out to the crash site where Betty Holly, Richie Valens, and the Big Bopper had they perished in their plane crash. So that will be a Team Weenie Watcher adventure coming up as well. So if you want to be a member of Team Weenie Watchers, get in touch with me, let me know, and we'll set everything up for you so you can get your payments in so you don't miss out on that. So that's it. That's the exciting bit today. Make sure you get your last guesses in on the change jar. Whoever comes closest without going over will win a prize from us. We're going to go secure all of our money in the safe, and I'm going to start making plans for our trip. So do you have anything else that you want to add, Papa Jim? We planned this just right because we were worried that we were going to be sitting out here sweltering in the sun, and the sun is just now coming over the walnut tree, and it's going to start getting warm. So it's the perfect time to wrap things up.
All right. Well, Debbie, get prepared. We'll be heading your direction.
All right. Everybody's putting in some great guesses. Everyone have a great day.
Hello.
I'm going to check something real quick.
Say bye to Deb.
Bye, Deb.
Bye, Debbie. She'll call you later.
I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm going to leave the live up for all of you who are still here. Who is still here? We have 8 in the chat. Okay. 8 of us in the chat right now. It includes us. So there's really probably 6 of you. All of you are over. Everyone has guessed too much for the change in the jar. And it's whoever closest without going over.
So show them the jar again.
Debbie, we had to hang up. We can't talk to you right now. Here's the jar. It is full of pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters. There's no paper money in here.
No.
Okay?
Who's calling?
It's Debbie Parker. She lost connection with you, and she's having a meltdown. So whoever guesses the closest without going over gets a prize. But all of you have guessed too much money. So technically, there's no winner right now. So I'm going to leave the live up for a few more minutes. I just said she's having a meltdown. Guess again, guys, because you all guessed over.
Yeah, everybody's over.
We want to make sure somebody wins.
Yeah.
We want to make sure somebody wins. So I'm going to leave this up while we gather up our money to go put in the safe. I know people have been worried in the past about having this much money here on the farm. We've had one vehicle drive by the whole time we've been on this live with you.
Plus it's in a safe, big safe.
It'll be in a safe. Everything will be taken care of. Everything will be all secure and everything. So we're going to start making our plans for Nashville, Tennessee.
So Alicia's best friend for since
since I was 8.
Since time started. She'll and Country Mama will get together, and I'm sure they'll come up with an amazing list of things we're gonna do around there, and it'll be a great time.
But still, if you're listening, if you're watching,
Yes.
and you've got ideas to do on the way to Nashville or in the Nashville area, make sure you let us know. Make sure you comment on this video so we can see about adding that to the trip kits.
One nice thing about driving in a vehicle is that it turns to the left and to the right, so we can bounce around all over the place on the way over there and the way back. So
yeah, we're gonna have fun.
We're gonna have fun.
All right.
Alrighty,
Get
guys.
your final selections in for
Yes.
guessing for the change jar. We're going to put our money away. I'm going to leave this running while we're tidying up, and then in a couple minutes we'll go ahead and end. But we're going to say goodbye.
We're
going
to have to decide too when our next one's going to start up.
Yes, we need to start our next pinata stuffing. We're going to get a
adventure.
We're going to get a taco.
Save $2,900.
We're going to get a taco so Papa Jim and I can come together every week with you when we do our next trip destination thing, and Papa Jim will stuff my taco. So,
Oh my God.
I know, because we're that much fun. So, and then guys, also, if you're watching this or if you're in the chat right now, come up with some new destinations.
Yes.
Come up with some new ideas. We limited this trip to 750 miles within home base. We're going to expand that. We're going to double that. 1,500 miles.
1,500 miles.
1,500 miles for the next time that
Good
we get
Lord.
our pinata stuffing going. So give us some ideas for where you think we should go on a trip destination.
1,500 miles. Yeah.
And when we drive down to Tennessee, I think we'll take a different way back. We might loop around one way or loop around another way and hit some other
Well,
things.
I think what too is I don't know how close it is on the way, but I'm sure there's going to be other destinations that we're going to try to hit. Maybe like if I don't know which way Memphis is, but stuff like that. I'm not saying we're going to Memphis, and we might go to Memphis when we're down there visiting. I'm not sure, but we're going to hit different spots like that along the way and try to get as much out of as we can.
Right.
The most bang for the buck.
The bang for the buck. I'm sorry about Mount Rushmore.
It's all right.
I was really looking forward to going.
No, you weren't.
I was, because I've been looking. I found a teepee for us to stay in.
So I have a video, Savannah's video, and I've seen where she takes a stick with tape on it and she pulls out the. No, she didn't.
I did not cheat, even though my friend down in Nashville said there was some way to rig that wheel and to make this where it was more in her
She
favor.
wanted to weight the wheel. She wanted to put a weight on the wheel.
I have to say, with 100% certainty, we did not fudge on this contest at all.
No.
It is 100% authentic.
Yeah.
And we just ended up that we're going
It's
to Nashville.
And by just by chance. I mean, we could have went to Branson, Missouri. We could have went to Mackinac Island. Who knows? It's just that's the
way the cookie crumbled.
That's how what fate wanted us to do.
That's the way the muffin got stuffed on this go around, guys.
That's how it is.
That's how it is.
All righty,
But
everybody.
at some point, we will still make it to.
Oh yeah.
To Mount Rushmore. We will.
Fine.
We will.
I just hoping that I'll make it before something tragic happens over there or something, because who knows with today's crazy world going on. But we'll make it, and there's other. We may end up making it to Mackinac Islands and stuff. Who knows?
But
when the wind blows, we just float along.
So we'll start planning. We'll find a babysitter for all of our chickens and our dogs, and we're gonna go to Nashville. All right, I've got some fun places to stay, some fun things already lined up for us to do. So you guys will have to keep an eye out and see what we do. But
If anybody knows along the way between north central Iowa and Nashville, Tennessee, where they have a B&B that's a teepee, throw it out there, because that's one of the spots I was going to when we're going to go up towards Mount Rushmore.
I found a teepee for us to stay in.
And so now we're going to have to find a teepee.
It's okay. I've got another place picked out for Nashville.
But those also, I don't know, we might even sneak over. God, I'd love to sneak over to Kentucky too.
Well, Kentucky's that way. Nashville's that way.
Huh? I thought Nashville was next to Kentucky.
Well, kind of. Maybe we'll go back up that way.
Who knows?
Maybe we'll come home that way.
I don't know. We'll see.
Ooh, it stinks. You know how people say money smells so good? It doesn't. Here you go. Go put it in the safe, Papa.
I know that smell. What is that?
That's something we usually don't have. It's the smell of desperation.
Alrighty, guys.
All right, we're going to take all of these votes for all of the places that we were going to go, and they're going to go in the trash, except for, where is it? Let's get it right there. Nashville, Tennessee is going to go with our money because that was the winner. All right, friends.
Alrighty, guys.
Thank you so much for joining us for
guys.
this fun 26-week adventure of stuffing that muffin and saving up some money for a trip. We are going to do it again. And like I said, help us pick our destinations. And we hope you'll join us again. We hope you had fun with this. We had a great time getting together with you every week. And I will say, for those of you who saw Papa Jim show up in his dog mask for a couple of our videos,
Yeah, there's going to be something.
Getting something new.
Yeah, there's going to be a couple things new that one of them Country Mama doesn't even know about.
Uh-oh.
No, so.
Don't even know,
Don't
but one of
even
them's
know.
hysterical.
Hey, so do me a favor real quick before we go.
Yeah.
Grab your pen.
Grab my pen.
Grab a piece of paper.
Yes.
Take, how many weeks we do?
We did 26 weeks.
Take 2905 and divide it by 2. Or divided by
26.
26. I want to kind of see what the average was.
About 180 a week. I know it's not right. Okay, let me do that one again.
Well, if it's 26 weeks, that'd be $100 a week plus a couple.
Right.
So it'd probably be 11.
29 take away 26 is 3, and I brought down the 0. Oh, so that's 1. I just jumped the gun on my old math.
$111.73.
Okay.
So that's what it averaged out to be a week. And I'm telling you guys what, with everything that goes on in life and stuff, it's very seldom that you would literally take $100 a week and put it away for something. This way, you have no idea, and once it's away, and it worked out good.
I thought maybe we would end up with, I was hoping for about $2,400.
I was thinking about 2.
So we did better than what we were hoping. So the little places that I've found to stay, the little things that I have found to do, we're going to be able to do these things without worrying about having the money to do it.
And
I'm really excited.
We'll be able to enjoy our time.
We'll be able to treat Debbie to dinner.
No.
No. That was quick. No. Debbie and Michael to dinner?
Maybe. I don't know.
I think we're going to go to downtown Nashville and we're going to go bar hopping.
I think what we're going to do is
Honky tonkin'.
I'm going to treat them to a 5-star restaurant. We're going to get timber floats.
Woo! Nice.
If anybody knows what
baby,
timber...
I need a new pair of cowboy boots and some new jeans because I've lost weight.
Huh?
Yeah.
Does anybody know? If nobody knows what a timber float is, that's a glass of ice water and a toothpick.
That might be what we end up with after I buy a new pair of cowboy boots.
Oh, no cowboy boots. You want cowboy boots?
We're going to Nashville. How are we going to go honky tonkin' and go line dancing if I don't have new cowboy boots?
Who's going line dancing? I'd be lucky if I sit in a chair and drink a beer.
Ooh, you know what he said he wants to do?
What do I want to do?
Didn't you want to go to Jack Daniels?
I
Is that
do
in
want to go.
Tennessee? Is that in Nashville?
Debbie knows. Debbie, where's Jack Daniels?
She hung up on you. Oh, she's like,
How far away is that?
About 2 hours.
So I think we're going to be swinging by there just to kind of, because that is one thing I really would like to do is go tour their, maybe bring back a barrel of whiskey. I think it's only about $6,000 or something.
So Mike wants to do that too.
What? Go to the distillery?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he wanted to bring back a barrel of whiskey too.
we're going to go to General Jackson's plantation. We're going to ride the General Jackson paddle boat. We're going to go to some shows. We're going to have a good time.
Have a big Bass Pro Shops too.
Oh, they do. That's right. Oh, and then Debbie's going to give pedicures.
Woo! We get spoiled.
I'm going to give pedicures.
What?
All right, guys. We'll iron out the details. Thank you so much for joining us, and stay tuned for an announcement when we're going to start our next one. We probably won't start it for several weeks, and I think we'll do it a little bit longer. So maybe, I don't know, I don't know. We're gonna come up with some details for a new pinata stuffing. So and
Maybe
a budget buster.
maybe we should do another show coming up here, and we'll get some more input about maybe what things to do and how long to do it.
Yeah, we want to hear from you guys. We definitely want to hear from you guys. Oh, there's a Hobbit house where we could go to Middle Earth, the Grand Ole Opry.
A Hobbit house?
Yeah.
Isn't that?
Brampton Gardner's here. She says have a hot chicken sandwich for her.
Isn't Hobbit short little people?
Yes.
So like Debbie's house.
Debbie's house. Keep guessing, guys. Keep guessing.
All right, I'm gonna go.
You guys are doing great with all of the guesses. That's great.
I got to. I'm gonna go put this up because it's. I'm not. I mean, I'm just. My hand's starting to hurt because.
It's been a long time since you've held a wad that big.
Yeah, it is true. True that.
Oh my gosh, Alicia.
I'm talking about the money in his hand.
The last time I did this is when I took my 2 weeks vacation and went to the strip club.
You're gonna get me kicked off this channel one way or another. All right, guys, we will talk to you later. Thank you so much for joining us. And I'll try to get some more videos out now that I'm feeling a little bit better. And we appreciate you guys' patience. Debbie, I love you. I'll talk to you soon. And everybody in the chat, we love you. And thank you for joining us. And we'll see you next time when we get together for either coffee chat or our next pinata stuffing adventure. Take care. We love you. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Hang on, Deb. I got to say goodbye to everybody on the deal and end my live. Well, I'm trying to get to the thing to say it. Bye, guys. Love you all.
And the money fell in the